Welcome back. So once again, as promised, after you have looked at the video above this video, we do the same thing as I mentioned before. We notice that it's a right-angled triangle, which means we can use the Pythagorean theorem. Now, looking at identifying the right angle, we look directly across from that and we notice that would be called the hypotenuse. You got it. So let's label that C. Okay. Once again, the formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is going to be a little bit more complicated. So, you know what? Let me just do this. You got a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now I'm going to label C as orange. And it doesn't matter. We're looking for x, right? So I'm going to label the x blue. So what do you want, A or B? Nah, let's go A. It does not matter. And let's use pink for B, which let's call this side B, so 5.3. Now remember, these letters are just holding numbers, okay? They are numbers. Don't let the letters confuse you. So A in this case would be represented by our missing variable x. B in this case would be 5.3 squared. Sorry, let me stay consistent and use the pencil crayons like I said I would. Okay. Equals C, we have a number for it, don't we? 6.9 squared. So let's calculate some of these numbers first. And look at this, I found a better system for my calculator. So x squared, well, we don't know what the x value is yet, so we're going to leave it be. Okay, and once again, oh sorry, let me go back. So I just rewrote x down here because we don't have a value for x yet. So x squared. Now 5.3 squared is 5.3 squared, 28.09. So I'm going to put 28.09. And that's going to equal 6.9 squared. 6.9 squared. Let's type it in. 6.9. Now I'm just going to show you 6.9 squared is the same as saying 6.9 times 6.9. Just to show you, 6.9 times 6.9 is 47.61. 6.9 squared, 47.61. Okay, don't forget that. So that equals 47.61. Okay. Now the issue here is, if you notice from the previous question, the missing variable was alone. In this case, it's not. So in order to rectify this, again, I'll go into more detail later on as to why we're doing this, but this 28.9 gets moved over here. Okay, now whenever a number is moved, the sign in front of it changes. So picture this as a wall. Okay, so if you're a positive person going through that wall, you become a negative person. If you're a negative person, you go through that wall, you become a positive person. It goes both ways, okay? As the saying goes, the grass is always greener on the other side. So what do I mean by positive and negative? I mean the number in front of it. So right here. Okay? You notice how this, I know it's a plus sign, but it also represents positive 28.09. So I'm going to move that over there, which means my next line is going to look something like this. X squared equals. Remember, if any of this is confusing, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section or email me, and I'll be more than willing to explain it further and maybe even redo some of these videos. Okay, so because that was positive, I move that over, it becomes 28.09. Okay, now we're almost done. Almost done. X squared. Now remember, we're trying to find x. So 47.61 minus 28.09 Where's my calculator? There we go. So 47.61 minus 28.09 gives me 19.52. So x squared equals 19.52. And last but not least, to find what x is, you just got to do the square root thing. Equals the square root of 19.52. And all you have to do there is type it in your calculator. Okay, so square root of 19.52. And you get 4.42. 4.42 meters. And voila, you're done. Alrighty. Bye.